All right, Texans fans, this is the moment that you've all been waiting for. This is the moment that I've been waiting for. We got our numbers guy, Omar, who is extremely convinced that his number crunching is going to win us this football game against the Detroit Lions. I can't fucking wait for this. Y'all got to keep it locked right here. Let's talk about it. Go, go. All right, man. What's up, Texans fans? Yo, keep it locked right here. Bull Run Sports, baby. You already know the best Texans content on the interwebs, on this YouTube thing. Hit the like, subscribe button, and everything like that. We got the Detroit Lions coming in here Sunday night, which, look, I've chalked it up as a loss. We're 6-4. I'm not even looking at the record right now. But, my boy Omar here, the analytical god, like the number cruncher, the guy that works with the numbers, man, the matrix guy over here. He's gonna tell us exactly what he's seen to indicate throughout this season in the numbers how we're gonna win this game. Go ahead and cook, my brother.
Man, look. So, I said this last episode that I was gonna look into the numbers, right? Because I haven't done this, right? I don't think we've been this pessimistic about a game all season, right? Like the Detroit Lions, by all intents and purposes, are absolutely on just a runner of a season, right? I mean, they're 7-1 coming into this game.
They're embarrassing folks.
They're absolutely embarrassing people, right? I mean, 52 points, 47 points, 42 points, 31 points. They have yet to score under 20 points in a game this season, with the exception of one, and we'll get to that in a second, because that one game is very important to what's going on with the Detroit Lions this season.
Okay.
So I started looking around a bunch, man, because let's call it what it is, right? Forget about last season, right? Everybody knows how great CJ Stroud is. Absolutely phenomenal. The kid can make throws that you would never imagine could be made. And his leadership, everything about CJ Stroud is still the same. CJ is still CJ. 7 is still 7.
Yeah.
That doesn't change. Our offensive line is absolute dog shit, so that puts a damper on our offense. However, we got Joe Mixon back there. I mean, what's he averaging? Like, I don't think he's averaging like 4 or 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, he's having a great season.
The dude's a monster. He's on pace to have a great season this year. We're down Nico Collins. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
because we have yet to see. Well, let's go ahead and get into that, because that's important. That's just part of the conversation. You were looking up some stuff on Nico this morning.
Is that part of your numbers, bro? Is that part of the numbers that we ain't gonna have Nico out there?
Well, so it's not part of my numbers, but I almost want to say the fact that we don't have Nico is irrelevant to what I'm looking at in terms of our key to victory. We have one key to victory.
Okay.
But I'm kind of building it up a little bit. So
yeah.
Our offense is sputtering, right? Because CJ can't keep from running for his life, right? Because we have a dog shit offensive line. Apparently Nick Caserio went down and hung out with Rodgers and hit some of that ayahuasca and had the jungle fairies tell him what to do, because he said that they got it fixed. I don't know if you saw that.
Man, they say that every week, bro.
They say it every week. I know.
Every week they say that it's fixed, that we got the guys that we need, and the guys just got to play better, and it's fixed.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's almost verbatim. It's like, hey, we got the guys. We see what the problem is. We're fixing it. We're gonna fix it. Okay.
We don't believe you. We don't trust you, Bobby.
Yeah, we we don't believe you. You need more people, Bobby. I don't know what to tell you. That's a Jay-Z line, if you guys don't know that. Anyway, so the offensive line is sputtering. It's not doing what it was doing in this fantastic fashion that it did last year. We're down 2 of our bigger offensive stars that were going to make up this absolute 3-headed monster of Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, and Tank Dell. Tank Dell showed some flashes last game, so I feel like he's going to have much of the same performance this game, right? Because we're going to be heavily dependent on him, and then Dalton Schultz. And then, if Nico doesn't come back, if for whatever reason, I mean, today's Friday, we're recording this, we're going to put it out Friday. If Nico doesn't come back, then I got to imagine that there's huge upside for both Hutchins and what's the other kid, Mechie, because they're at the bottom, bro. They did nothing last game.
Well, yeah. I mean, like one catch would be an improvement, right?
Exactly. That's my point. So anyway, what I'm saying is that our offense isn't necessarily going to be, if our offense performs in the same manner that is performed, because looking at the numbers, Detroit's defense hasn't. I mean, they've allowed some points from some of these better teams. I mean, Seattle put up almost 30 points on them, even though they put up 42 on them, right?
Seattle this season, Seattle's had a great offense. I want to say Geno Smith may be leading the league in passing. I mean, he's putting up great numbers.
So it's possible, right? Minnesota put up 29 in that very narrow defeat that they had with Detroit. So that was a close game. It was only a 3-point game. I think 31. Sorry, my bad. 31-29 is a 2-point game. So they only won by 2 points. But there's a key stat in there that I want to get to that's going to be the key of what I'm talking about.
Okay, what is it? Because I want you to get to the two teams that you just named play better offensively than we do, especially
Agreed.
with us like having injuries and stuff.
Agreed.
But go ahead.
So the one loss that they have is to Tampa Bay. There is one thing that Tampa Bay did that is leaps and bounds numbers-wise ahead of anything that any of the other teams did.
Okay.
Tampa Bay beat them 16-20. Okay. Listen to these stats. They blitzed a total of 105 times. Okay.
That's crazy.
They sacked, they knocked down Goff a total of 11 times. They sacked him. They pressured him a total of 15 times. And I think they sacked him. They didn't, but here's the other kicker. They didn't sack him. He didn't get sacked not one time.
Just a lot of pressure on him.
They blitzed 105 times. Do you know what the next largest amount of blitzes that they have faced all season was? Only 21 blitzes, and that came from Minnesota in that super tight game. So Minnesota blitzed 21 times. Tampa Bay blitzed 105 times.
That's blitzing every play.
That's blitzing every. So what does that turn into? That turned into absolute pressure on Goff. Goff probably didn't even have time to like figure out what was going on before he had 4 or 5 guys just absolutely in his face every time.
So you saying Goff can't take the heat? He can't be in the kitchen.
He can't be in the kitchen, bro. And nobody since Tampa Bay has put him anywhere near in the hot ass kitchen that Tampa Bay did. And I'm saying with the defense that we have, bro. So I talked about how struggling our offense is.
Yeah,
our defense is top tier, brother. I mean, we have a top 5 defense in the NFL right now. And
I'm not disagreeing.
And if they can turn up the heat like Tampa Bay did, we can win this game, bro.
So if we're hanging our hat on the defense, which I'm not mad at, because look, obviously we know where our struggles are coming from, and it's not on the defensive side of the ball.
No, it's not.
But a couple things, right? D'Amico don't blitz, man. He doesn't bring, he depends on getting that pressure with his guys up front. Our guys up front have been playing phenomenal, but the other part of that is just like we may potentially, most likely, not gonna have Nico for this game. We really got to watch the practice report today. But Will Anderson, man, hasn't practiced this.
Yes, he hasn't, and he is our leading disruptor. But when I think of a blitz coming, I don't think about just one guy. It's
of course, yeah.
It's the whole stable coming at you, right? And so, yes, we're down Will Anderson at the moment. He didn't practice yesterday with an ankle issue. So even with him out, he's our leading guy. He's our leading sack guy.
He is. I mean, bro, he's front runner right now for Defensive Player of the Year in the entire league.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be tough if he's not able to go.
So I thought about that, and my rebuttal to that is that in that Tampa Bay game, they didn't sack Jared Goff not a single time. It's all about the perception of pressure. That's what got into him. And the consistent blitz and the consistent even if the pressure didn't even amount to anything, even if they didn't knock him down, even if they didn't, he knows it's coming every single time. And I don't think he can handle the heat in the kitchen.
I would say my rebuttal to that is that's the Texans formula, right? I mean, how many times did we get on this channel and talk about, dude, how are we making these quarterbacks make these errant throws, not be able to
connect? How's that a rebuttal? You're making my point.
Well, we're saying like these better quarterbacks are going to torture us, blah, blah, blah. But still, when we played the better quarterbacks, they're still, not connecting. Still, Josh Allen looked awful against us. And it's because of what you're saying, even though we didn't sack him a bunch of times. I remember we did that game, but even if we're not getting sacks, we're creating that pressure, even if it's not with blitzing. But my rebuttal to it, against what you're saying, is that we're doing that with Will Anderson and with Daniil Hunter, like that common. Our guys up front, the Fadakasis, Tim Settle. Like when we have our guys, when we have all our guys healthy, man, they're doing it. It just didn't look like we were able to create that same pressure on Aaron Rodgers when Danico Autry, went out and played the edge. Obviously, we talk about it all the time. Like, it's always the next man up mentality. Like, we have warm bodies to come in, but the dogs are the dogs, and they're in that top dog position for a reason. So Will Anderson Jr. is a dog that we need to be able to create the pressure that you're talking about. Like, even if we're not, getting sacks on Jared Goff, it's gonna be hard, man. And I just, knowing D'Amico Ryan's mentality, we know the brother at this point, bro. We know that brother is stubborn. He's stubborn as fuck, bro. Because it's like, dog, our offensive line is trash. He didn't go out and make no moves. They're like, oh, we got the guys that we need. We got the guys, blah, blah, blah. Just stubborn. And in that same vein, he's so prideful of his defense, which he should be, because our defense is great. And he is the leader of the defense. He don't blitz. Like, I think the most blitz pressure he sent was on Caleb Williams, week 2. I think that's the most that we've blitzed. And correct me if I'm wrong. You the numbers guy, right?
Yeah, I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, I think that's the most, blitz pressure, man. But D'Amico prides himself on being able to create that pressure, which he has been able to. My only caveat to that, and my only worry, is that if we don't have Will Anderson, it's gonna be hard to create that pressure. But I do love that stat. If we put pressure on Jared Goff, is he susceptible to making some bad plays and not being able to put up these godlike numbers on us? Because we're gonna need it if we trying to avoid getting embarrassed Sunday night. But man, I don't know. I love it, but at the same time, man, it's that's so hard to recreate. Any NFL quarterback worth his pay should be able to beat the blitz. Should be able to figure out, okay, like where's the blitz coming from? Where are my hot routes? Like, where are my outlets at? And we've seen,
couldn't figure it out against Tampa Bay.
He couldn't. I mean, yeah, apparently not, man. They got the dub over there, but then we got to think about what we got on the back end, man. They got some phenomenal receivers, man. They got some dogs over there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, what's the kid, Jameson Williams. It's tough. Then you got Gibbs obviously coming out the backfield. They still got Sam Laporta. He's had a down year. He's having his sophomore slump, but he's still a dog. So it's like, man, and we know we've seen what happens when you line up one-on-one against Jalen Petrie.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, man. So I don't know.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm with you, bro. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. We don't do it, right? But yeah, we don't blitz worth the fuck. I'm looking at this right now.
No. I mean, D'Amico don't blitz, bro.
Well, D'Amico better blitz, because that's the only way to beat him. That's all I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is I get what you're saying. We don't blitz. What I'm saying is that the only L that they have in the season is when that's all they did was blitz, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm an idiot sitting on my fucking couch,
Yeah.
right? I'm an idiot sitting on my fucking couch doing nothing but looking at these numbers. I don't get paid millions of dollars. I don't get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not on the Houston Texans front office.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to imagine that somebody's looking at this and going, hey, D'Amico,
Yeah.
look, I know we don't blitz, brother. But the only L that these guys have is when they brought the house literally every fucking play.
I know you don't do this.
I know you don't do this. But here's the thing, bro.
It's Friday, you ain't got no job.
Yeah, you ain't got no. Look, it's Friday. You already taking an L. They're already gonna take the L, bro. Like, if you're a Houston Texans fan and you have, you can't come to me with a really good reason as to why you think we're gonna win this game, right? Yeah. Because even irregardless of this stat, right? This is a great stat. Like, it took me a while to find this fucking stat. Don't get me wrong, because I was looking at their offense. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders. Yeah, this is the only stain on their season is this game here, and this game is the only game where they got blitzed 105 times. So that tells me that nobody since then has tried to do that again, has tried to put him in that same heat that Tampa Bay put him in. And I'm saying, even without Will Anderson, we're still semi-equipped to do the same thing. Because you can't tell me that our defense without Will Anderson Jr. is worse than Tampa Bay's defense. Oh, sorry, our defense without Will Anderson Jr. is not on par with Tampa Bay's defense.
Yeah.
That's my point,
sure.
right? Because we're outstanding, right? We're top tier defense. Take Will Anderson Jr., we're mid-pack. Tampa Bay's is a mid-pack defense. They're not world beaters, and they were able to do that against Jared Goff.
Yeah, they got a good defensive-minded coach over there, Todd Bowles, man. It's
Well, if he's a defensive-minded coach, he better be looking at this motherfucking stat and going, all right, yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm talking about D'Amico, because D'Amico's a defensive-minded coach. That's how he got the job.
Absolutely, man. But like I say, D'Amico is stubborn. He is so stubborn, bro. And look, he deserves the right to be a little stubborn.
No, he don't. No, he don't. Not when you lose to the fucking ayahuasca emperor over there. You don't deserve to be.
That was a stain. Yeah, that was a stain.
You don't deserve to be stubborn, bro.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be stubborn. You need to make a change, and you need to look at the numbers, and you need to make a move, and you need to do something different. I mean, that is the biggest stain on our season this year, bro. We don't make fucking adjustments.
Yeah.
We want to go out there and play the same fucking sheet of music every goddamn concert, and it's not going to work. We don't have hits. There's a reason why U2 can go on a world tour and play the same fucking song over and over again, because they got hits. We ain't got no hits.
Talk that shit, bro. You're not right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Is this Bustelo? I think this is Bustelo.
Man. Yeah, bro.
I digress.
I'm not mad at your stats. I'm not mad at your numbers. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, because it's a copycat league. It's what you want to do. It's football 101. They lost a game. How did they lose that game? And what you've pulled up is great. I mean, that's by the numbers. It's like, hey, you know what? He was pressured a lot. 105 times. You said that's crazy, bro.
That's insane, bro.
And he wasn't able to overcome it, and they ultimately lost the game because of it. Makes total sense, right? I'm not mad at it. I'm just looking at the fact that, our D'Amico Ryans has made it clear, not only by his numbers through the season and how he plays defense, but through his words. Like he said, he's like, nah, I'm not a big blitz guy. I'm not a big blitz guy.
That's okay, bro.
It was surprising to see how he didn't blitz a ton. It wasn't crazy, but how much he blitzed in the Chicago game. I mean, he came after a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to do. But just knowing D'Amico Ryans, I don't see them doing that. I do not see that being the game plan of him just sending constant pressure at Jared Goff, man.
Listen, man, I'm not a seafood guy, but if you invite me to a fish fry, goddamn it, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta. This is glaring, bro. Like this isn't even something that's like, that's interesting. No. Look look at the other stat. There's another stat in here that jumps out at me. When they played Tennessee blitzed 7 times. Look how many points they put up on Tennessee. 52 fucking points.
Man,
when you let Jared Goff get comfortable in the pocket, he is going to slice you up like a goddamn sushi chef. The motherfucker is precise and he's cold, man. That's the success they've been having. And when you let him get comfortable, he's going to slice you up. And the one time that they didn't even let him catch his breath from one play to the other, they lost that game. If that don't tell you nothing, then I don't know what will.
No doubt, man. Numbers don't lie, but also at the same thing that works against us is and you said it yourself earlier, bro. We don't adjust.
Yeah,
we don't adjust. Email that spreadsheet over to Kirby.
Over to the boys off Kirby.
Let them see it. They'll be like, "Oh, that's cute. That's nice." You know?
Yeah. Fat Mexican guy, go back and sit down on the couch. You know, it's like, all right, fine.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't. It sucks to not have faith in our guys, man. You know what I'm saying? We came in with so much passion, like total belief in D'Amico, total belief in Bobby. Like these are the guys that's gonna get it done, get us over the hump. But at this point, man, I mean, we've just seen that stubbornness and the inability to adjust to what needs to be done. And I just, knowing his defensive mindset and defensive mentality, I don't see him saying, I'm gonna change up what my mindset and my mentality is to play defense, to do something different. I just don't see it, bro. I will be surprised. Now you got me excited to watch the game within the game. I cannot wait to see how much they actually come after Jared Goff with blitz packages, man. And now, honestly, fuck you, bro. Because now you
now I'm giving you some hope.
No. Now I'm gonna be that much more frustrated because I'm like, damn. Like you say, you pulled up these numbers from the comfort of your home.
Yes.
And these guys, I'm sure somebody's paid to do this, man. And if they don't try this, at least, like you say, you got to throw up a Hail Mary. Like you say, this is already a loss. This is a loss. Why the fuck not?
You got nothing to lose.
Why the fuck not? Why not? Why not? I'm with you. I'm with you. But because I know it's not going to happen, I'm already frustrated. I already know I'm going to watch this game. They're going to be base. You know, they're gonna try to get that pressure with their front four, most likely without Will Anderson. And it's just gonna be like, man, y'all should have listened to Omar, bro.
I don't know how else to cut it, man. You know?
Hey, you did first of all, hey, phenomenal report. But this is what you do. This you do this in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? You crunch these numbers.
I do this for a living.
You do it, man. So shout out to you. Hey, guys, pat my brother on the back. The way that we accept pats on the back is rubbing tugs. No, I'm just kidding. We're not the we're not Deshaun Watson over here. The way that we
is in Cleveland.
Yeah. The way that we accept pats on the back is by y'all hitting the like button, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Y'all let us know how much y'all appreciate what we're doing over here. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Just like we did last episode. We're not gonna be extremely negative. All right. This game is a loss. Okay.
It's an L.
It's an L. All right. We're 6-4. I was hoping that last night Cincinnati would do us a favor and make Baltimore 6-4, bro. That 2-point conversion play, bro. I've never seen more penalties in one play.
There was a face mask, there was a defensive holding, there was a pass interference, and it all happened within like the same clusterfuck of space too. It's like I think I said in our group chat that the refs went Ray Charles on that one. It's like it was insane, man. It was a good game though.
Shit.
It was a damn good game.
Phenomenal game, man. But that would have helped us out greatly because we both would have been sitting at 6-4.
Right.
Going into the last stretch of the season. Plus, we have a matchup against them brothers, man.
Yeah, at the end of
So
the
it'd have been
season.
like, yeah, that could have been a game for for that home field advantage, for that
Yeah.
bye. So
Second to last game against the Ravens, which also gives what 3 or 4 weeks until we see them, which a lot can happen in 3 or 4 weeks, injuries and just overall fatigue from the end of the season. I mean, how many times have we witnessed towards the end of the season like this where teams, even the most elite teams, are just dragging themselves into week 16, week 7. This is week 17 for the first time, but week 16, just completely bandaged up and duct taped and zip tied together.
Yep.
And a lot of those teams are weak towards the end of the season. I mean, we will be too, I'm saying, but
we are now.
Yeah, we are now. But it would have been a good opportunity if they would have dropped this game to Cincinnati, been in the same boat as us, stat wise or God damn it, I'm losing my train of thought here. I had the same record as us.
Yeah. And obviously I can't overlook, I shouldn't overlook the Bills because they have a good record. I'm still not convinced of Pittsburgh, bruh. I mean, because they sitting up there with a pretty nice. I think they're what's their record? I think they're still 6-2 because I think they had a bye. But if you're going off wisdom, right? You look at Baltimore and you're like, hey, these are the guys to beat.
Right.
If we can get a same record as them going into a matchup with them, I feel good about thinking like, hey, we can overtake them.
I mean, yeah. Again, it's going to come down to how healthy we are and how we come into that last game, and it's going to be that way for everybody. I don't want to single us out, but yeah, bro, it's unfortunate that they dropped that game, but again, damn good game. Refs were fine at the end, but it was pretty good. I'm trying to because now you got me thinking. Now you got me wondering about this idea that D'Amico don't blitz. I mean, I know he doesn't, but I want to see how bad. I want to see how bad this is. But anyway,
we apologize. We apologize to anybody tuning in that's like, oh man, I wanted this glimmer of hope. And I'm not mad at all about that stat about like blitzing and dude.
That's all right, bro. You just want to shit on the parade, man. It's all good.
No. Look, I want to turn on the game Sunday night, and I want to see constant pressure on his ass. And like I say, I'm gonna be disappointed seeing what you've presented, and it's making a shit ton of sense. Dude, I'm gonna be even more disappointed watching the game. It's like, dog, why are we letting him dance around in the backfield and not, putting pressure on his ass, bro?
Yeah.
But with that, and with knowing D'Amico, and I know you're trying to pull up, even more to validate that point that he doesn't send pressure like that and don't send blitz packages. I'm still not convinced that this in any way, form, or fashion is going to turn into a win. Too many things are working against us. And I think them holding back Nico Collins to not bring him back for this game is an indication of like, hey, let's just rest up for a game that we know that we're going to drop.
Can we forfeit?
Hey, Nico not playing and them not bringing Nico back is a forfeiture in my opinion.
No, but I'm saying though, like if that's the case, then why? I mean, can Mills start? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like what are we doing here? Like
that sends a bad message. That's an Anthony Richardson. That's an Anthony Richardson type move. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's a tap out.
We just come out the locker room.
It's not Anthony Richardson also anymore. It's buddy on what's the one that went out with the ankle?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, yeah.
Yeah, we seen some shit from these guys this year, man.
Man, I tell you what, these kids ain't built like they used to be, man.
No, bro.
They're seeing all this stuff that's going on. See, you know who I blame? I blame LeBron James.
Oh fuck! Here we go, dog.
It's true. It's true.
LeBron's an Iron Man, dog. Niggas playing. He's older than us, and he's still out there balling. For one, that's a marvel in itself. But he's rarely missed time. So no, we can't compare LeBron James. LeBron James is part of the era when dudes were still dogs, bro.
LeBron James is softer than warm butter.
He flops. But at the end of the day, man, he's built like a tank.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, can we just like can we forfeit? Like, can we just go like, hey man, look, can we sit this one out? We don't because let me see, because you're right. I don't think we're gonna blitz. I don't think we're gonna blitz at all, and that's gonna be very unfortunate because that is the key to victory.
Yeah, that stat that you showed me about Tennessee, the 7 blitzes, equaling
7 blitzes, and they put up 52 points on them. Come on,
that scares me, man, because
Dallas only blitzed 12 times. They put up 47 points on them.
They had a vendetta against Dallas, though.
Seattle only blitzed 17 times. They put up 42 points on them. Green Bay only blitzed 10 times, 24 points. The next closest team that blitzed the most, like I said, was Minnesota, and they still put up 31 against Minnesota, but that's an outlier in the stat. But still, man, it's like 105.
That's
the only L that you got.
That's
I'd be curious to see how many plays were even run, how many defensive plays were even run that game.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like that's every play. That has to be
every play. Yeah, you bring it out,
play, man. That's wild, bro. I mean, completely wild stat. I definitely appreciate you bringing that up, man. That's phenomenal reporting right there. It's just a part of like knowing your team, right? We cover this team. This is what we do. And it's just like we know our kids, right? It's like, hey, if we know our kids aren't like a straight A student, why are you expecting for them to come home with 100 on their test? You know what I'm saying? It's like if you know our kid is not a phenomenal athlete, you're not expecting for your kid to come home and be like, Dad, I scored 3 touchdowns today. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just not gonna happen. We know our team. We know what our team does. We know their tendencies, and I know DeMeco Ryans. He's not going to send 105 blitzes Jared Goff's way. That's just not what he does, unfortunately. I just don't want them. I don't want them to hang a 50 burger on us, bro.
We might be in for that. We might be in for that if they don't get it together.
Yeah, because it's a bad recipe, right? I mean, the way that they're able to get so many points, one of the ways is obviously they have a great offense, but when you give a team with a great offense the football back, a lot of times it gives them more opportunities to score. So our offense, like you said, is sputtering. We cannot protect our quarterback. It's creating these situations of these 3 and outs, punting the ball back and forth. We don't have Nico Collins, which it looks like we're not going to. Bro, this sounds like a recipe for complete and utter embarrassment, bro. I mean, this team is clicking on all cylinders. Their defense is playing well. We're not in a good situation. Bro, you're right. Let's fucking forfeit, man. Can we start a petition? I don't want to see this game. This is gonna suck.
Yeah, I don't want to see the guys get hurt.
Exactly. I mean, you want to add injury to insult, man. That would be the worst case scenario. Man, I can't believe that we didn't make no moves to.
This doesn't seem right. Oh, I think this is blitz against us. You want to know the most time we got blitzed?
All right, what we got?
What game do you think we got blitzed the most in? By a long fucking shot.
Really? I don't think it was the Minnesota game.
It absolutely was the fucking Minnesota game.
It was the Minnesota game.
133 times.
Dude, what in the world?
Yeah.
The reason I was thinking that it wasn't because, bro, the way they line up is just so exotic. Every play they line up, it looks like they're gonna blitz, but they'll come out of that shit and be in cover 2 or something crazy, man. But they actually just came after him, huh? The 130
brought the house every time. Well, oh, you know what this is? This is player stat. Okay, yeah. So that's the same. It's the same. Yeah. It's the same. Bro, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Crazy. But yeah.
I saw something about Christian Harris, man. Let me let's look that up before I say something that's not true. I think Christian is trending in the right direction to come back.
Let's see here. Mr. Christian Harris. No news on him. There's been zero indication that was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, there hasn't really been much on Christian Harris.
Yeah, I mean, something about him recently.
He may be trending in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, we do have Devin White, man. Now I'm really intrigued about what you're saying about blitzing, man, getting after him. And I would say, why not? I mean, it's just so many things. I mean, look, you see how Cincinnati played Baltimore last night. Like, they knew they had to do things that weren't normal, like going for it so many times on fourth down, going for 2 right there at the end of the game. It's like, hey, you know what? We're overmatched by this team. This team is better than us, record-wise. Just, Joe Burrow's playing out of his mind right now. But I think they still realize that on paper, they're supposed to lose that game, right? And it's the same thing with us. On paper, we're supposed to lose this game against the Lions. So why not do something different? Why not do something not the norm that you're not normally accustomed to doing to try to win the game? We're going to lose anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to lose anyway. Might as well.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm not mad at that strategy at all, man. I'm not mad at it.
And throw some. I'm not saying like throw some bodies at it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
rotate. Yeah, rotate guys.
Will Anderson Jr. Thursday did not practice. Fatu Kasi also didn't practice. Kenyon Green didn't practice. We don't want him practicing anymore. We want him to go sit down somewhere. Horton limited practice. Pierce didn't practice. Aziz 2 days now, limited practices. So hopefully today he'll see a full practice, and then we'll see him out there on Sunday, which would be great.
Yeah.
Shaq Mason full practice. Okuda limited. Jimmy Ward limited. Jared Patterson full practice. Jared Patterson's a good one. I'm happy to see him.
Well, we need him. That
gives us a little flexibility on that line.
Yeah, we have to have Jared Patterson out there, man.
Yeah.
Like I say, Kenyon Green was terrible, but Kendrick Green came in relief. Obviously, Jared Patterson was still in concussion protocol against the Jets. We didn't have him. Jared Patterson, I think, right now is our best option, man. He's our best option at left guard. So yeah, no, we need him. We need him to protect our guy, bro.
Did you see Mingo to the Cowboys for a 4th?
Yeah. The Cowboys are trash, bro. what did Kansas City?
Kansas City got nuked for a 5th.
Come on. That's DeAndre Hopkins, bro.
Exactly, bro.
DeAndre Hopkins
for a 5th.
And the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th round pick got Mingo. What's his name?
Jonathan Mingo.
Come on, bro.
Carolina.
Yeah. They're garbage, man. I love it. I'm here for it. Like I said, I just wish that Dak wasn't hurt when we play him. I just don't want to hear no excuses from the Cowboys fans, bro. I want them to take their L.
There is no excuses, bro. There is no excuses. Let's see. What's my man done so far this year? No tutties. Has a total of maybe 100, 150, 40, 60, 70. Nah, barely 100, a little over 100 yards this season.
Wow.
Yeah. A dozen catches on 25 targets. So he's 50%? Come on, man. Y'all gave up a 4th for this guy?
Dog, what are they doing?
He must, you know what? You know what it is? I think Jerry got a peek at his hog and he was like,
yeah.
I need that guy. I need
the measurements, huh?
Yeah. I need that guy. Come on over here. Dirk Diggler. We got a spot for you. Yeah, that's how Jerry evaluates it. You know, a lot of that shit, a lot of the moves make sense now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? Boy, that must suck to be a Cowboys fan.
It must suck to be a Cowboys player, bro.
I mean, forget that. Those guys are making millions. I'm talking about,
Yeah, you got your owner snooping around the shower, like getting these evaluations. like Jerry, we don't need to take a physical every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't have hernias. I don't need a cough.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cold
Oh
blooded.
man. All right. So before we get out of here, bro, do we want to give our score predictions, man?
No.
Obviously, look, this is our prediction. we gotta do it for the people though, right?
Yeah, we
Look,
do.
guys, this is our prediction show. You know how it goes on Fridays. Drop your predictions, comment right now. Let us know. You got to get the score right. Got to get the winner right. All right. And you got to be subscribed. All right. So drop in the comment section right now what you think the final score of the game is going to be. And of course, you get it right. You hit it on the head. We're going to send you out some merch, man, of your choosing. Go check out our merch shop right now. See exactly what you want to grab. Let us know what your favorite is, man. And get your predictions. All right. Let us know.
Check this out. So the spread's 3.5. Texans plus 3.5.
Wow. I'm shocked by that.
Wow is right. Over under is 49.5. So
wow.
that's astounding. I'm telling you, man. I don't think Vegas has a good handle on how to do point spreads and how to against the Texans.
Not exactly for the Texans specifically, bro. I mean,
yeah, I don't think they got a good handle on what's what.
They need to consult us, bro. They need to consult us, and we'll let them know.
Yeah,
I had that shit spot on against the Jets. I was like, bro, it was like the point spread was 42. I was like, dog, it's no way. It's no way it's getting to 42. Take that under all day.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, MGM, holler at us. You know what I mean? We're open for for sponsorships if you guys want to jump in on here. 49.5. That seems aggressive.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, what's the score going to be? 40-3? Like, I mean,
I was 52-0.
Now, listen. One of the things I've always said is, and we say this every week, bro. We say this every week. We still have 7 at the helm, right?
We do.
We still have 7 at the helm, and 7's always going to be good for at least a 20 spot. In my opinion. No matter what.
He's embarrassment proof.
Yes, he's skunk proof. We ain't getting skunked, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't getting skunked. Right? So, so let's call it two scores and I always feel like the Texans are good for 2 touchdowns and two field goals. With Kaimi back there, I mean, the kid can boot it from 50. So it's like, that puts you in a great position. It's like, look, get a good kickoff, get a nice little kickoff run, and a couple of Joe Mixon plays, a couple of little dump offs here and there, and you're in field goal range, right? So it's like, I always feel like we, unless it's something big, and unless we absolutely get stonewalled, by the opposing defense, which rarely happens, I feel like we can always get 3 out of every possession. We're most likely the probability of us at least getting 3 out of every possession is pretty high. So that being said, I mean, I think, man, that's I still think we're getting smoked, man.
Yeah.
It's just not a good look, man.
It's not, bro. It's not. So what's your final prediction score?
I'm saying 34 28. 34-24 Lions. But if somehow we manage to win this fucking game,
oh God,
I am gonna run to my computer right before we do our live stream, and I'm gonna look up and see how many times we blitz.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna be looking at that in game now that you brought it up, man. I'm gonna be looking at that every play. Every defensive play. I'm gonna see who's coming, how many people are getting after Jared, man. It's a game within the game for me now, man. You've put that on my radar. Be that as it may, my prediction score, man, is 38-20.
38-20?
Yeah, it's
so you're saying 38-20. I'm saying 34-24.
Not far off.
All right, that's not far off. Yeah, so you're taking the under. I'm taking the over, basically by a touchdown. You're taking the under by a field goal, basically, is what it. pans out to. So
yeah, I mean,
not
and
too far off.
that tracks with
Good
my
tracks. Yeah.
with how I feel about the game, man. You know, like you say, we do have a phenomenal defense. Our defense is great. Their defense is great. We're kind of skunk proof with CJ, so CJ's still gonna be able to move the ball, put up some points.
Bro, how frustrating is that, bro? How frustrating is that?
It's very frustrating, bro.
I mean, our boy our boy going into a game is good for at least 2 touchdowns every week, barring any catastrophic injuries. And
Nico not being out there, and like I said, we're not reporting this officially, but it looks like he's not gonna be out there.
I'm with you, bro. That train of thought of, hey, listen, we're gonna lose. So
Yeah.
why even put our boy out there? Rest him up another week.
Yeah.
Why do this to ourselves, right? Like why do this to ourselves? Like these guys were limping in from a defensive standpoint. Will Anderson didn't practice. Fatukasi didn't practice. Like some of these heavy hitters on our defense didn't practice. Why are we doing this to ourselves? You know what I mean? Like if I was Bobby and Coach Ryan's, I'd tell CJ to go out there on the first drive, hand it off to Mixon, fake an injury roll, fake an ankle roll, and come sit down. Come sit down.
Limp
Come
off.
have a seat.
Yeah.
Come have a seat. Long neck. Go take care of this. and if Long Neck comes out and wins this game for us, he goes down in history. You know what I mean?
Yo, we carrying him off the field like Rudy, bro. We carrying him off the field, dog. And look, don't get us wrong. All right, we're in no way saying that we think that we're a bad team to where we can't beat a phenomenal team like the Lions.
No,
right now, though, it's just not the time. We're limping into this game. We're beating up. We're bruised.
Exactly.
They're juggernauts, man. They're healthy. They're ready to go. They've been embarrassing folks. Just this game is just one that
we're catching them.
We're gonna lose regardless. All right. So
we're catching them on their high. They're catching us on our low.
Yeah. Let's just get past it.
This is the pessimism, right? That's the reason for the pessimism. If we were top tier, top notch, 3-headed monster, 2-headed monster on defense, activated, everybody clicking on all cylinders, man.
Yeah.
There's not a team in the league that can fuck with us, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not Kansas City, not named Kansas City.
Yeah. And we predicted, we were like, dude, this is a potential Super Bowl matchup, right? You know, before this week coming into it, man, we're like, hey,
I think we both had this as an L at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah. I mean, we did predict this one will be an L, but like I say, you're gonna take L's during the regular season. I mean, the regular season is, you're tuning up for the big dance at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So even with us predicting that we would lose this game at the beginning of the season, us knowing at this point that we're gonna lose this game, we're no way, form, or fashion saying that we still can't overcome the hump. Get some good games in us, man. Like really fine tune our offense, protect CJ, get things right going into the home stretch. Dog, there's still the bull run, baby. There's still the bull run. We still believe that we contenders. You know what I'm saying? So I know people gonna hop off the hype train hard after this game, man. But hey, we still here, baby.
You know what that does though? That just makes the hype train lighter and faster, baby. Let's go.
No doubt, man. So look, we're realistic guys, man. We're very realistic guys. We know that we're taking the L on this one, but 6-4, still a phenomenal record. You know, going into a home stretch, some favorable games before we get into a murderous row, and we just got to be ready for that. But we still them guys, man. We still the contenders. So, look, man. I guess we're done, man. As always, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all definitely leave y'all comments, man. Give your score predictions, man. Look, don't feel bad predicting that the Lions are gonna win. Y'all win a free fucking t-shirt. All right, it's all good. You know, get yours, baby. But we ain't gonna look down on you because you're predicting the Texans gonna lose. Be real. Be honest with yourself. All right, and get some free merch. But we'll see y'all next time, man. We definitely gonna do a live after the Sunday night game, man.
Yeah.
So we'll be here, most likely in this format, and y'all join us, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yep, it's gonna be a blast. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace.